lead. Ball is ours. Let's go. Ah! Loose ball. Get on it. Bubble, get the ball back. Enemy has the ball. Get it back. Recon aircraft awaiting orders.
Alright, what is up guys, it's your man Evil Andre here, coming at you with another Call of Duty World War II gameplay. And of course, you know, as always, I got another V2 rocket for you guys. But today we're not going to be talking about the gameplay. What we're going to be talking about instead is how I feel that advanced movement probably needs to make a return in future Call of Duties. Not double jumping and jetpacks, but some form of advanced movement, and here's why. Okay, so when World War II first came out, you guys remember the campaign that they kept showing every time on the commercials? Let's get the gang back together. It's boots on the ground, you know what I'm saying? It's going back to the core aspects of Call of Duty. This game is going to be the game that saves the franchise. It's going to make Call of Duty great again. Because, you know, at the end of the day, regardless of how much hate comments that Call of Duty gets, Call of Duty fans, number one thing they like to say is, all I'm trying to do is give them helpful criticism to make the game better. Even though we all know that at the end of the day, you know, a game could barely be given a chance and then it get called shit. For example, Infinite Warfare. They dislike bombed a campaign trailer. I knew right then and there that this Call of Duty community was cancerous when they dislike bombed a campaign trailer. That was so sad. But you know, hey, you know, it's hard to please this community because when you want to give them something new, they all of a sudden have an issue with it. They're tired of it. But then when you want to give them something fun, you know, they have an issue with it. And I'll never understand this game. I never will. Because as far as Call of Duty goes, it has probably the most toxic player base of all time because you just can't please anybody. And no matter what you do, no matter how much effort you put into a game, the game is always going to be referred to as shit. But it's funny because then when the new Call of Duty comes out, all of a sudden people seem to, for some reason, gain consideration and more support for the past Call of Duty title. Thus, what happened with Infinite Warfare when this game came out, believe it or not, a lot of people said, man, even though this game is boots on the ground, Infinite Warfare was a really good game and many people didn't give it a chance. But, you know, I feel like a lot of times we look at these old Call of Duties with nostalgic eyes, and we kind of got to put the nostalgic glasses down, and here's what I mean by that. See, my first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 3. You know, I feel like that game could do no wrong. I've been playing Call of Duty I've played other Call of Duties, but I had just played campaign. Modern Warfare 3 was the first game that I had ever played multiplayer in. And even though I think I was like a year behind, because at the time I played that, I think what, Black Ops 2 was the main COD at that time. So, you know what I'm saying? I played it, and then I got into Black Ops 2 later on, which that was a great game as well. But what I want to say is we got to stop looking at stuff through our nostalgia guys, because, you know, after they made Modern Warfare 3 backwards compatible, I went on there to see if I could have some of the same times I had back then. And, you know, it's funny because I never realized how many issues that game actually has until they made it backwards compatible. Now, you could just say that it's not optimized for the Xbox One, and that could be what the case is, and I probably could have a better experience playing it on 360. Because, I mean, I do own one, but I don't want to play nothing on Xbox 360. I'm not used to that controller anymore, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel like the reason why that we look at stuff through nostalgic eyes is just because it was the first thing we played. A lot of people's favorite Call of Duty, as they say, is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was a good game, but I don't understand what the hype is behind it. That was probably the most campiest base game I've ever seen. First of all, what was it? The pro perks took forever to get. It was extremely hard to earn pro perks in that game, which is why I liked what Modern Warfare 3 did. But it was extremely hard to earn pro perks. And not only that, you know, Ghost was really strong in that game. And, you know, you had weapons like the suppressed Galil, you know, the FAMAS. Not every game has overpowered weapons, but then when you mix it with the fact that there's an overpowered perk that everybody runs, every game, you know, you can't really do much about that. Yeah, it was awesome when you finally got that VSAD, you know, that, well, the Blackbird as it was called back in Black Ops 1, and you got your chopper gunner and dogs. But and I think that's what a lot of people had fun with. They had a lot of fun earning score streaks, well, kill streaks, because at the time, if we're being honest here, I feel like Call of Duty was at its best when they did kill streaks. But at the same time, I like that they did score streaks. I kind of wished in the future for Call of Duty we can get a mix of both depending on the mode. Like, I feel like when you play TDM, it should only be kill streaks, and when you play any objective mode, it should be score streaks. Because the one reason why I have so much fun playing World War II nowadays is because they have both. If I don't want to use Blitzkrieg, which makes my streaks turn into kill streaks, then I can get score streaks. But I use Blitzkrieg because I like kill streaks. You know, I like getting kills. I hate that somebody can just camp, get a lot of score, and get streaks. That's why I hate requisitions. It rewards somebody who earned a lot of score but didn't actually kill anything. You know what I'm saying? You can get maybe 2 kills but get a shit ton of score, and boom, there's your requisition streak that you don't own. Well, don't deserve, I mean. But here's why I feel like advanced movement should come in future Call of Duty. The whole little main thing behind World War II when this game was coming out was that it was boots on the ground, you know. It was going to revive Call of Duty. It was going to, you know, get the guys back together. This game wound up being a pretty slow pace till they did the Divisions overhaul. It was a pretty slow pace, head glitchy, annoying game, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will say that out of all the boots on the ground games out there, this game is horrible. It's not good for multiplayer. It's not good for competitive, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, you know, this is the one game that I wasn't that hyped about. I don't even think people watch the competitive for this game. Infinite Warfare got more hype behind it for the competitive than this game did, and people hated that. I mean, just look at it. Look at this game like this, right? Optic Scumpy, who's probably one of the most known and probably the best competitive player out there, the man lost in this game's competitive. But in my honest opinion, it's funny because he hated Infinite Warfare, didn't even play pub matches in that game, but won a championship in that. The man was trying to play pub matches in this game, trying to get into it, but this game is just not that great. You know, advanced movement should come back in the future because it adds a different layer of skill to gameplay. And I mean, we already see that some form of advanced movement is coming back in Black Ops 4, so hopefully future Call of Duty's think about it. We don't need double jumping and all of that, but please keep the slide and infinite sprint and maybe something else. But with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking Lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new, and leave down in the comment section how you feel on if advanced movement should make a return in future Call of Duties. And with all that being said, guys, I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.